Excuse me, hello. I was there making my video and walking there I find you very cute, so I was like, I'm gonna say hello. Hey guys, Max here. We're going to do something a little bit different today. A new video that I am taking outside because I'm starting a new video series. And in this one, I am going to walk you through what it's like to learn success with girls and going out of your way to change your dating life for the better. As you are watching this series and as you are doing the exercises, I will do them myself as well through those videos. And I hope this can give you the inspiration you need to move forward. So today what we are going to talk about is very simple. We are going to start at the very beginning. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to get over your approach anxiety. How to start approaching girls that you see when you're in public. In a place like this one, for example, you are enjoying a peaceful day, you are doing whatever you're doing, maybe you're working, maybe you're going back home, and you see a girl that you find attractive. What do you do to start something with her? And more precisely, how do you get through this invisible wall that you feel between you and her? Because let's be honest, there is physically nothing preventing you from going up to her and saying hello. But in your mind, there are a few walls, a few barriers that prevent you from taking action. And we are going to go in depth on this today. But if you really think about it, it's just limiting beliefs and things that your brain is telling you that are wrong, that are false. It's your brain convincing you that you can't do it and that you can't take action. And in today's video, we're going to debunk all those false beliefs. So let's put things in context. You see this girl, you find her very attractive, you want to say hello to her, but your chest tightens, and even though you know that logically you can go up to her and say hi and start a conversation, something is preventing you from doing it and you do nothing. You go back home and you regret. And the same repeats day after day. And every day you're like, okay, next time I will do it, I will go say hello to her, and every time the next day you do nothing. See, that's the problem, because what you're feeling right now, every guy ever is feeling it or felt it to a certain degree in the past. What you're feeling right now is just totally natural. Now, you have two ways to look at it. You can think that there is nothing to do about it and you can watch your opportunities walk away every single day. Or you can realize that what you're feeling right now inside of you, you can control it. This resistance, you can push through if you know what to act on. Usually for most guys, there are three difficulties. It's that they are afraid to look silly, they are afraid to bother the girl, or they are afraid to do something that they are not allowed, quote unquote, allowed to do by society standards, and basically get rejected for doing something weird in front of everyone. But again, all those things are limiting beliefs that you can get past. And you know, the funny thing I have noticed over the years is that this initial resistance that you feel, if you just push through the first 5 seconds, usually it completely goes away, because before you approach, your brain is focused on all the bad things that might happen, all the overthinking. But once you do actually approach, your brain stops thinking about all that and you are in the action then, and then you focus on what you have to do instead of focusing so much on what could go wrong and why you can't go and take action and why you can't do it and all the possible consequences. The thing is that the way your brain perceives things, you can control it. The way your brain feels emotions, you can control it to basically just be left with the emotions that are useful to you. And so if you can get past this fear, provided that you just push yourself a little bit, well, first it proves that those fears are not logical and they are more rooted in your brain than things that are logical, bad things that might actually happen to you. Because let's be honest, you're gonna approach someone, maybe people are going to watch, and even let's say that's the worst rejection that ever happens in your life, people are gonna watch, 10 seconds later they are gonna go back to what they were doing before, and basically nobody cares. Like, you are the only person who cares about this illogical thing that is not helpful to you. So once you understand that this is just your brain that is feeding you false information that are inside your head, because that's the way humans evolved. Like, you know, we come from tribes, from prehistorical times, but those fears are not relevant anymore. Like, it's funny to me when I think about it, especially now, because I have approached like pretty much above 10,000 times by now, and it's very hard for me to relate with people who are afraid to say hi to someone, people who have the approach anxiety. Like, I know because I used to be there, like I know what it's like because I went through this, but I promise you, eventually it goes away to the point it's hard to even talk about it. So realize what it is. It's just your tribal brain that feels like you're breaking rules and that your survival is then in danger, but that's not how it works. And you know, the weird thing is that your brain is always going to try to find weird ways to rationalize you not going for it, like, oh, probably she doesn't speak English. Oh, my hair is not done well today. Oh, she's too pretty for me. Oh, she's walking too fast. She's probably in a hurry. Oh, she has, that's my favorite one. Oh, she has earphones in, or even, oh, she's on the phone. Like, bro, you don't know the amount of times I've successfully approached girls who were on the phone talking to someone. It's all limiting beliefs, bro. Do you want to know the horrible truth about those limiting beliefs? They never go away. Right now, all the excuses that you have in your mind that prevent you from approaching girls, they are there to stay, bro. You're gonna feel this way until you die. But the only thing that can be different about this is your relationship with those fears and those limiting beliefs. The only thing that can change is how you manage this tension and this pressure that you feel when it comes to approaching girls. And I'm going to tell you in a minute how to do that. But just to put things in perspective, what you're feeling right now, everyone feels it, but those who win realize that they can control those emotions. So in practice, if we want to be real, there are 3 things that are going to create this approach anxiety in you. And the first one is the simple fact that you didn't do the reps, bro. You just don't know what it's actually like to approach girls because you've not done it enough. And you can tell me, yes, but I've been approaching. No, bro, you've not been approaching. When I'm telling you about approaching, I'm talking to you about approaching 10 girls a day, on a Monday, on a Tuesday, and like 30 to 50 girls on the weekend. That's the amount of reps you need to reach if you really want to have a full picture of what it's like to approach girls, so that your brain rationalizes that it's not a big deal. So that's the first thing. You need to do your drills, bro. You need to approach a lot. You know, a bit only to show your nervous system that it's not a big deal and to remove all this pressure that you feel. You can think logically about ways to optimize what you're doing, but you can't think your way through feeling things. There are things that your brain needs to experience firsthand. There are emotions that you need to feel in order to unlock things about your behavior. And the sad thing is that in most cases, those emotions that you need to feel to level up, they are never feeling very good. The second cause of this approach anxiety is going to be the simple fact that you're attaching your worth, your ego, to the outcome of this interaction. And again, that's a very beginner mindset that's holding you down, bro, because you can't control everything. Like, I'm telling you, even if you have the perfect game, most of your interactions with girls, they will lead to nothing. But that's not what matters. The outcome is not what matters. What matters is how good you are holding your frame. What matters is that you didn't fold, that you pushed for it, that you went for it. What matters is that you did the techniques, even if I don't really like to call it techniques, but what matters is that you followed the structure properly. Not that it was successful, because there are things that you can control, like the girl's mood. But really what matters is, did you do what you had to do at the right time? And then the outcome, it's pretty much out of your hands. You must optimize what you can optimize, and then that's about it. Once again, you emotionally internalize that there are things that you can't control, it's gonna help you have this approach anxiety go away. Okay, bro, and the third thing that prevents guys from approaching is just that they think that it's about winning something or losing something, while in truth, it's just about creating a connection, or at least going in and figuring out whether or not there is an opportunity to create that connection. And I used to make this mistake a lot when I first started. I had in mind this idea of doing the thing successfully and getting the girl and getting the results, or being stupid and dumb and making mistakes and screwing everything up because I'm a bad person and the girl doesn't like me. When I was a beginner at this, it was very black and white. It's either I am good and I get the results, or I am a piece of shit and I don't get the results because I'm stupid. And in one hand, I was very harsh on myself when I had this mindset, and it helped me to push myself and to get results eventually. But also at the same time, it's a very wrong paradigm, because it forgets that at the end of the day, it's about connection. And I know it sounds very woo-woo, feel good when I say it this way, but it has practical benefits. For instance, if you go in with the mindset of winning, of doing the techniques and getting a result out of it, girls are going to feel it. And it's also going to prevent you from approaching and going in situations where you feel you have low odds of success, because it's true, some situations are harder than others, or more random than others, or simply more difficult than others because there are so many things that you can't control. Or there is an obvious SMV gap when it comes to you and the girl, because let's be realistic, if you look like you never lift weights, it's gonna be harder to go with girls who are, for example, fitness instructors. You get my point. But you still have a chance to make it happen. And the thing is that when you see this as a zero-sum game, where you're either the beast, the winner who gets the girl because you're amazing, or a huge loser because you fucked up and you're stupid and you don't do the right things because your personality is terrible and the girls hate you, well, you're going to avoid, just to protect yourself, a bunch of situations that are a little bit more risky or difficult. While in truth, if you just have the mindset of going in and then you see what happens, it's going to be way more chill, you're gonna feel way less pressure. And if you push this to a point, you will completely erase your approach anxiety, because the least outcome dependence that you have, the least you care about the result, the more you're going to be able to put yourself in situations, because it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you don't care about the results, it's as hard for you to approach a girl as it is hard for you to go buy a fucking sandwich. At the end of the day, it's just you talking with another human being. But there are a bunch of things in the way between you and that point where you're just like, okay, whatever, I talk to people, I have zero outcome dependence. It's a process. But just being aware of the process makes the whole thing easier. Okay, so to prove a point and to show that I don't only talk the talk, but I also walk the walk, I'm gonna go up the stairs here and I'm gonna do an approach. So for context, I barely approached for the past 2-3 weeks or so, because I was in the process, the delicious process of breaking up. And so my social momentum is a little bit close to zero right now. So to prove you guys that it's not in the end that hard to put those limiting beliefs aside, I'm going to do an approach right now as soon as I find someone that looks at least a little bit cute. And you see, it's funny because at the end of the day, when you unplug your brain and you remove all those limiting beliefs, it becomes very, very easy to approach. And it's just in your mind at the end of the day. You just have to make a move and to go for it. Excuse me, hello. I was there making my video, and walking there I find you very cute. So I was like, I'm gonna say hello. You're not Thai?
No, I'm not Thai.
Okay, I can tell a little bit. Your skin is a little bit dark, yeah.
Yeah.
But you look very young to me.
Yeah.
Can I ask how old you are?
I'm 23.
Okay, you look very, very young to me. But I think it's because I've been living in Asia forever, so everyone looks young to me now.
Oh.
Yeah. Let
I'm
me
not
just...
Asian.
Sorry?
I'm not Asian.
You're not Asian at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you tell me, I can tell. Also, you have the makeup that's a little bit pink.
Oh.
I don't think I've seen this in Asia like ever.
Oh.
Yeah, are you working here?
I study here.
Okay, you're a student.
Yeah.
What do you study?
I study safety and health management.
Health management. So you can tell me like how to live healthy?
Yeah.
Oh, give me like one piece of advice. I already do a diet right now and I cut the carbs already. So what do you advise me?
Take more protein.
Okay, I eat already 180 grams of protein a day.
What? I don't know. Maybe you could.
Okay, well, give me your opinion. Do you think I look healthy?
Yeah, you look healthy. You
Thank
look
you.
great, yeah.
Thank you. You too, actually. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I was like, she's cute. Maybe she's a nice person.
Oh, thank you.
Do you think you're a nice person?
Yeah.
I kind of have to ask, you know, because you can't really tell by looking at people in the eyes.
Oh, yeah, I am.
Do you live in Thailand for a long time?
Yes.
Okay.
2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah.
It's long, but not that long, you know, just like a little bit long.
Yeah.
Can you speak Thai?
Yes. Me too.
Oh, that's good. I think your Thai is better than mine.
How long have you been here?
Like 7 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, before I was living in China, so I learned Chinese, and then I never speak Chinese with anyone. So I was like, I'm so lazy to learn a new language again. Yeah, most of my Thai friends, they speak English. Yeah.
Oh, so do you like speak Chinese or something?
I mean, I like to speak Chinese, but you know, I kind of forgot because I left China maybe, well, 7 years ago. So like the only times I speak Chinese is with random Chinese people who come here that I see. Yeah.
And where are you from?
Can you guess?
I don't know. You give me a clue.
I come from a very romantic country.
France?
Yeah, that's so easy when I say this. Like people, they always guess.
Yeah. Where?
In France? Have you been to France before?
No.
The south. It's like a very small. It's actually a very small village in the mountains. Probably you don't know. Yeah. And I like it here because it's so funny. I come from a small city, and then I come to Asia, and all the buildings they are very tall, and I'm like, wow, that's nice. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to finish my video over there. But what's your name?
Me?
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Max. Yeah. So I'm gonna go over there. Have you been inside?
Yeah, I was doing my studies there. It's like a class.
Because I came inside like maybe 1 hour ago, but everything was full, so I left. Is it still full inside?
Yeah, it's so full. Actually, I was looking to charge my phone,
Yeah.
but it's kind of full there.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going back there if it's still full.
Yeah, it's so full.
I'm gonna find somewhere
Are you,
there.
like, making a video or
My camera is in my pocket.
editing a video? You said you're going to edit your video.
Oh, I'm gonna keep filming. I will edit back home. Yeah.
You do YouTube?
Yeah.
What's your username on YouTube?
I'm not telling you. I don't know you yet. I don't know if I can trust you, so maybe later, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go over there though, but like, do you have Instagram? Maybe we can talk more later.
Oh yeah.
Let me add you. Do you come here often?
Yeah, I always study here in my free time.
It's actually my first time I come here. You can add yourself. My friend told me to come here to work with him today, and he came earlier and he said everything is taken, there are no seats. I go back home to work. And that's kind of true, everything is taken. I think today is like a holiday maybe.
Yeah, it's a public holiday today.
That's why. You sure you've never been to Paris before?
No, but I have a sister there.
You have the vibe a little bit.
Oh really?
Yeah, I have some friends in Paris, the exact same vibe, you know, like kinda shy, very feminine, a little bit reserved, but like with a very expressive face. That's typical Paris girl.
No.
Anyways.
My sister lives there.
So can you speak French?
Oui.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
That's very good.
I don't know. Don't ask
That's
more.
all you need to know.
Yeah.
Anyways, enjoy your day, I'll text you later. So I'd like to share with you a little bit of a mindset shift that maybe is going to put things back in perspective. The idea is that you're not out there to get results. You're out there to figure out whether or not a connection can happen. And so you have to look at you approaching girls through a 2 levels lens. I understand this is the moment where the video goes very deep and becomes extremely complex, but try to follow. 2 layers. The first layer is your ability to push yourself to even start a conversation with a girl. The second layer is your ability to follow the proper system and to do the right things at the right time once you approach the girl and once you found one who's receptive to your approach. And so it becomes even less relevant to feel all those limiting beliefs when you're about to approach a girl, because most of your limiting beliefs anyways, they won't come into play until the second layer. All those, maybe she's not interested in me, maybe I'm too ugly for her, maybe I'm not looking good today, like all those bullshit beliefs, they are not even gonna come into play until you've gone through enough approaches to find a girl who's even open to talk with you. Most of the time, you're going to have interactions with girls who are not interested in you, and that's okay. I'm not telling you that you're gonna get terrible rejections all the time. Most of the time, no, you're gonna get very neutral interactions. But in most of your interactions, you won't even have the opportunity to practice your game, to do the things that your brain is afraid that you're gonna do. And so the mindset shift here is that at the end of the day, you're not approaching to get results, but you're just approaching to see whether there is an opportunity for a connection. And if there is an opportunity for that connection, then you do the things that you gotta do. Then you follow the structure, then you do the right things at the right time to get this girl you're approaching to react in a positive way. But it's not really about how successful you are as a person. Like, at the best, if you wanna get really specific and really logical, down to earth about it, it's about how efficient you are at discovering girls who are open to talk to a guy and how efficient you are at following the structure. But again, all the rationalization that you have in your brain, they are irrelevant. They don't make any sense. Your approach anxiety is never, ever gonna go away, bro. Forget about it. It's always going to be there. But what's going to change is that you're going to realize that it doesn't matter. And you're going to realize that all those things that create the anxiety, they are not real, or they are irrelevant, or they are not applicable. And if we wanted to be really simplistic about it, we could say that approaching girls is just about how efficient you are at following a structure, because when you get really good at this, you realize that all the rest doesn't matter, all the rest is totally irrelevant. And the only thing that matters is how composed you are to ignore all those limiting beliefs that create the approach anxiety, and how efficient you are at following a structure. Most guys don't even know that there is a proper structure that you need to follow when you approach people to make them comfortable, to make them attracted, and to pull them back home. If you want to learn more about this structure, check out the link below this video. By the way, I have a complete free guide, complete free course on the matter. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a couple of techniques to make it even easier on yourself to go ahead, ignore all those limiting beliefs and jump into action. So the first thing, it's something that you probably heard before, especially if you're an old unk like me, like the young people say now. If you've been around in the scene, in the seduction pickup artist scene for a while now, you probably heard about the 3 seconds rule. And it's basically the very, very simple idea that when you see a girl that you find attractive, you have literally 3 seconds to go and say hello to her. If you say hello to her, you win. If you wait more than 3 seconds, you lose, and you're a big loser. If you wait more than 3 seconds, nothing better is going to happen in your mind. Because the more you try to rationalize it, the more your brain is going to feed you lies that prevent you from taking action. And the point of those 3 seconds is that above 3 seconds, your brain is going to amplify the limiting beliefs. Below 3 seconds, your brain won't have the time to rationalize all your limiting beliefs. And so basically, the less you wait, the easier it's going to be on you to actually go and take action. And so you have to really reframe what's happening here. You feeling this tension and this pressure before approaching is not a sign that you're in danger, but it's a sign that it actually matters to your brain. It matters to your survival instinct. This beautiful girl in front of you, your brain is getting pressure because it knows it matters, it knows it wants it. Another thing that really helped me, and this one is an original one, is to just turn off my brain and put one foot in front of the other. Basically, you shift your focus from all the limiting beliefs that are happening in your brain to controlling your feet, and that's about it. You shut down all the talk that's going on in your mind, and you just think, okay, one foot in front of the other, in front of the other, in front of the other, until you're in front of this girl you want to say hi to, and then you say hello, then you say what's up, and by this point you won already. You did all that you had to, you pushed through the resistance. The more you do it, the more you repeat this, the easier it gets. When I first started doing this, it was extremely hard for me to push myself to approach. Like, I remember when I was younger, maybe 10-15 years ago, I would approach one girl a week, and it will be a huge event already. I would have to pep talk myself for days, and for example, 3 days, I will tell myself, okay, I will do it, and then I would bail because I was scared, and I will tell myself, okay, the next girl I see, I'm gonna do it this time, and I do this for the whole week, and eventually I would approach one girl a week. Now, like I said, it's extremely hard for me to relate to people who have approach anxiety because I've trained my brain so much into reframing this pressure and this tension that I feel before approaching into something that is closer to the truth and that can't relate with all the limiting beliefs I was feeling before. I know I've proved my brain on an emotional level that I am good enough to start conversations with strangers, that I am good enough to have those strangers potentially interested in me even when I'm not doing anything, and that most of the time it depends more on them than it depends on me. But I also trained myself to properly follow a structure, to lead my interactions efficiently towards something that's beneficial to me and the girl, because it's better to have a plan and to go in a specific direction than to not have a plan. But at the end of the day, if you practice this anxiety totally goes away. It doesn't go away as in you don't feel it anymore, but in practice it's equivalent because you manage it so well that it has no hold on you anymore. Anyways, that's it for the first video in this series. In the next entry, I will show you exactly what are the best places to meet girls and a couple of strategies to efficiently meet girls in those places so that you know exactly where you can go and where you can actually practice this, because remember, we are here to practice. We are not here for the results, we are here for the practice and directly the results. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to not miss the next video. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Here is a bonus challenge for you in case you found the earlier part of the video too difficult. I'm actually recording this on my way to the venue where I will record what happens before in the video. And to warm myself up, I'm gonna have this very small, easy little challenge. The challenge right now is that I lock eye contact with everyone I cross paths with. This is going to put me in a headspace where I am willing to connect with other people. So if you had trouble doing what I discussed earlier in the video, do this exercise on your way to the venue. You will see that it will instantly be way easier for you to be in state.